Okay, we didn't quite get through Daniel 9:24 to 27. There's so many astounding statements on this prophecy which were fulfilled, and all the prophecies about our Lord Jesus Christ. So let's go back and finish that. Daniel 9:24 to 27. We're all the way down to point G, as in George. Daniel's prophecy of 490 years jumps from our Lord's crucifixion at year 483, skipping any mention of this present church age and leaping 2,000 years to the remaining 7 years, a period of the Antichrist and Great Tribulation. So the remaining 7 years, when added to the previous total of 483, equals 490 years. This is the overall period of time indicated in Daniel 9:24. And they'll be climaxed by our Lord's second coming. So, the church did not exist during any part of the first 69 weeks, or 483 years of the 70 weeks. God temporarily interrupted his 70 weeks program for Israel at the end of the first 69 weeks, or 483 years, with a gap of time that is now approaching 2,000 years in duration. God started the church very shortly after he interrupted his 70 weeks program for Israel and Jerusalem, with a gap of time at the end of the first 69 weeks. God does not intend the church to be present on the earth for any part of the 70 weeks or 490 years that he has determined specifically for Israel and Jerusalem. That's why we call it the New Covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. You can look up the study that I posted on the website under New Covenant. God interrupts. He intends the church to be present on the earth specifically during the interrupting gap of time between the end of the first 69 weeks, or 483 years of history, and the beginning of the 70th week, or last 7 years, tribulation period. God will remove the church from the earth before the 70th week begins, with the resumption of his 70 weeks program for Israel and Jerusalem. Israel and Jerusalem did not get pushed aside for the church to take over. Two different dispensations working together. Conclusion: the church is raptured before the 7-year tribulation period as God resumes the 70 weeks program with Israel in the 70th week. The end of the age of the Gentiles, which is yet future, will come like a flood, climaxing with maximum war and our Lord's second coming. But for that, the earth would be destroyed. Now, Daniel 9:27. The Antichrist will confirm a covenant with Israel for 7 years. In the middle of the 7-year tribulation, Daniel's 70th week, the Antichrist will break his covenant with Israel, desecrate the temple with his image, declare himself world ruler, and persecute all who will not worship him. Now you can compare 1 Thessalonians 4:13 to 18 and 2 Thessalonians 2:1 to 8, which gives you more specific information on the rapture. You can go here.